Hi everyone, it's Front Row Phyllis, actor, singer, songwriter, Tony Award nominee, and a chef. We are thrilled to welcome Daniel Breaker, who is starring in Judgment Day at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. That's one hell of an introduction.
I have to tell you, reading your bio, I'm like reading this, the list goes on and on and on. It really does. You've only done this for a few weeks, I'm sure,
yeah,
right?
It's my first show, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you have played in roles from Hamilton to the donkey in Shrek, like we were talking about,
Yeah.
Passing Strange.
Yeah.
Also Billions, the TV show,
Yeah.
which I love that show.
Yeah.
And so now you are here playing alongside Seinfeld's Jason Alexander in this incredible production. Tell us more about the show.
Oh, well, first off, it's a new play. Always fun to do a new show.
Okay.
Judgment Day is it's almost two plays in a sense, which is so interesting. It's about this this really like terrible lawyer.
Yes.
But it also has these like wonderful relationships and sort of surprises audiences when they watch it. They think they're seeing a certain thing, and then it's even deeper than they imagined. It's a fun little trick of a show.
Now, you're originally from Chicago.
I have some Chicago connections.
Okay.
So I'm an Army brat. My dad was in the military.
Okay.
So my early years I was in Joliet, but I don't remember those days. And then for a while I was in Moline, Illinois for about 7 years.
Okay.
So Quad Cities. So we would always like come to Chicago, and I was, came to the big city.
Yeah. So how does it feel to perform here on the stage?
It feels great performing here. First off, it feels great being in Chicago. It feels like a home away from home. But also the audiences in Chicago have a real love and appreciation and hunger for the arts, and a wide range of styles, right? It's like, people really dig this show. I was over at Steppenwolf and Saw Purpose, and people in the audiences were also just like voracious over there as well. You got shows like Death Becomes Her. You used to have such a wide range of works here, and it's a real joy to perform for these audiences because they're hungry. And then also a lot of shows that start in Chicago have endless lives as a result. They go off to go to New York, to go to LA, to go to tour. So this city feels like a real starting point for a lot of great work.
Now, have you and Jason ever worked together before?
No.
Really?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
No, yeah. But it's like
I know. It's like the chemistry between you two.
I really feel like I've known him like all my life. I mean, we just clicked. I mean, when we first met him, sometimes people get a little like nervous about meeting like a celeb like Jason. And I went up to him. The first thing I said was like, "I love most of your work." And immediately it was like, "Okay, great, we're gonna get on."
That's hysterical.
So we haven't missed a step since the meet and greet.
Right.
And we're both. I feel very relaxed playing with him on stage. He's also a stage dude. It's like he's got that big on-screen career, but at his core, he's a stage guy, and I feel the same way.
Do you have a favorite scene?
Ooh.
I know, even if you're not in it.
My favorite scene was this car scene that Jason and I are in. That I just love that. I love our time together in that. It really feels like a bit of a buddy comedy. Recently, there's a confessional scene that I've grown to enjoy because it's the way we've sort of tapped into it. It really feels like it's between laughter and tears, and I really like the playing of it. So.
Oh my gosh! Well, we have a show to do. Well, one of us does. I don't.
You're doing a show right now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you again. A funny new satire. You will laugh, I promise, till it hurts. Judgment Day, playing now through June 2nd at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. Live from the Chicago Shakespeare Theater. It's Front Row Phyllis.
Ever since I was a little kid, I defied the law of the playground. I defied the law of the pecking order.
You defied the law.
Yeah.
Throughout your life, you did more harm than good.
I've lived a disgusting, sinful, really fun life, and now I gotta make up for it. What is the absolute rock bottom least amount of good I gotta do?
You said you wanted to fight on the side of the good guy.
Which is her, right?
Yes, the defense's elderly widow is the good guy.
Get thee behind me, Satan! You gotta let me help you. or I'm gonna be condemned to eternal damnation.
I got no problem with that.
Sammy, are you having feelings?
No, and I gotta turn this thing around before the next time I die.